Hey everybody! Curious about what your superpower would be based on your zodiac? Then charge up your battery if you're on a phone because we have something special for you. Aquarius. Their superpower would be time travel. Since they're always wearing an outfit from another decade and really stand out, it is likely that whoever invents this device will have a strong Aquarian influence. Goku has the ability to time travel and teleport, not to confuse the two. One is through time and the other is through space. And Goku probably wasn't a fair choice because he has many different superpowers, one including superhuman strength. Time travel can be kind of tricky because when you travel back in time, you have to try not to alter the future. I'm a big fan of alternate timelines, and characters with the ability to travel back in time are some of my favorite plot twists on TV. Taurus. Hey, if you're liking this so far, don't forget to tap the like button and help the YouTube gods out. Thanks so much. Now back to Taurus. They have the ability to turn anything into gold. In the literal sense, because they are said to dog-ear their money for specific purposes. If they could only touch 2022 and make it the golden year without COVID, that'd be great. Midas from the DC collection has this ability, and was loosely based on a popular king in Greek mythology. The tragedy of this story is that even the food he tries to eat turns to gold, and also let's not forget that he turns his daughter into gold too. Aries. Their superpower is being super fast. I understand that slow and steady wins the race, but does it really? I mean, I feel like life is just a series of sprints. The Flash gets what I mean. Out there saving lives every day. Unless if it's cold out and then he becomes a tortoise, and innocent lives are lost. As I grow up, I wish for this ability. Maybe I'd keep up with my demanding schedule and get everything done on my list. Gemini. They are the shapeshifters of the zodiac, and can take on the form that best suits the task at hand. So their contrarian nature is an asset when it comes to face-offs or debates. Clayface is a rare shapeshifter because he can turn himself into anything. Most can only pick within a category like animal or humans. Like Beast Boy, who can only animal shapeshift. Shapeshifting into an animal allows you to take on their powers. So, you could become immortal like a specific kind of jellyfish called the Tortotopus dorami. Whew, that's a tongue twister. They can literally dial back their chronological order genetically. And who wouldn't like some gorilla strength at times? Virgo. I would have to go with telekinesis on this one, just based on their ability to influence through music, writing, and speech. I might be reaching here, but the best I got is Dr.Strange, who gained the ability to control things when a car accident left him without hands. Is anybody else excited for Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness? The ability to bend realities is a clever take on this superpower, and it makes him a rather unique superhero or anti-hero. The debate is still out on this one. If I could rearrange my house without leaving the couch, that would be a game changer. No more time wasted doing dishes. Cancer. Yeah, definitely weather modification with their ability to control the moon's tides. It's safe to say that the movement of water everywhere from its density in the air to its absence is responsible for most of the weather. I mean, it's even been discovered that earthquakes are influenced by water-related stress, from seasonal loading and unloading of water like the snow melting. I think the next supervillain would be global warming personified. We can call it whatever that would be in Latin. Then at least Storm would have some competition. Leo. They would have superhuman strength since they are typically the most athletic and competitive in the zodiac. In fact, Spider-Man eventually became stronger than the Hulk, and is the most profitable superhero of all time. All that from a spider bike. Eek. Still scared of him though. Scorpio. Their superpower would be seeing dead people. Since in astrology they rule death and rebirth. Haley Joel Osment's character in The Sixth Sense was probably a Scorpio. Sounds like a terrible childhood. This is not a superpower I romanticize about. In the Umbrella Academy, Klaus would self-medicate to keep the ghosts at bay. There are iterations of this superpower in Marvel, but it seems like it varies. Sometimes people are ghosts themselves, and sometimes they see ghosts. Eventually, once he stops self-medicating, his arguments with his dead brother and being able to see others helps the group out. A graveyard sounds like a personal hell for someone with this ability. Pisces. Being the last sign in the zodiac, they are considered to be made of all 12 signs. For this reason, their superpower would be invisibility or somewhat chameleon-like. Because although the two are different, there are some similarities, like blending in, mirroring, or staying quiet. Like Simon from The Misfits, who has the power of invisibility, and people can't hear him when he goes invisible. And he never actually ended up blending in with the crew. He kind of just went from zero to hero with no in between. Libra. Their superpower is precognition. The ability to see the state of the world in the future may have to do with why they have the most billionaires. Aquarians may be the inventors, but Libras are the ones who communicate to investors in order to fund projects that provide these future innovations. This is where the charisma needed to connect with people pays off more than having the brains to build the technology. Anybody say Theranos? Well, Elizabeth Holmes actually is an Aquarius. Not a Libra, but you get my point. Sagittarius. Their superpower would be flight. They are the social butterflies of the zodiac. The ability to fly comes in handy when you love to travel and the novelty of experiencing new things. You can just leave whenever you want to. They know their way around the map, which can give the sneaky suspicion that they do this often. Maybe at the speed of light? Jessica Jones has flight and another Sagittarius trait, the ability to stop mind control. The storyline in the Netflix adaptation was a bit glum and not on par with the Sagittarius energy. She was running from the purple man who was able to control her and use her powers for his advantage. It's kind of brutal. They have X-ray vision, which allows them to be strategic in their decision making. In my opinion, this is an underdeveloped superpower that could be revamped in new characters. For instance, X-rays actually break your DNA and causes people to age faster. That should stop any humanoid villain in their tracks, because it's reasonable to assume that their power wouldn't be as effective. They probably dreamed of being Superman when they grew up, and still as an adult, masquerading in their day jobs. They are probably the only ones able to keep up a facade that allows them to be a superhero by night and a corporate workhorse by day. Also, did I mention that they can survive off of no sleep? That's it, guys. Cheers!